We've talked about the quote unquote thought streamer here many, many times. The
Which
hot
one?
girl. Well, there's lots of them,
I was
right?
gonna say that's a
Yes.
long list.
Sometimes they sell their bath water. Sometimes they're selling their farts in a jar or whatever it may be. But they all do fairly well. If you are attractive, have any sort of semblance of personality, and you're on Twitch, there's a good possibility that you will be found by a bunch of gooners, and they will want to support you with all the money. I'm just speaking facts here. I said this, but I told the Phoenix this the other day. If I had tits, I would be a multi-millionaire. I would be so fucking wealthy. But I do not.
I reminded you can though. We are in a time now that you could, Craig.
This is true.
I mean, it's 2025. Look at quadruple chin over there. If he can say he's a lady, I think you might be able to too.
Good point.
Just get some balloons.
Just every stream pop in, and they get a little bigger every time there's a super chat. They start from A's, they work their way to double D's. Oh man, that's a brilliant gimmick right there.
It is
a VTuber model that slowly gets bigger. the more supers and support comes in. Oh, that's brilliant.
Trademark it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right. Speaking of gimmicks, here is a streamer called Valkyrae. This is her. I believe we talked about her in the past. And I want to let you know, in this 30-second clip, she has the next 40 years of her life squared away. She knows exactly what she's doing. And I would love to get your thoughts on this lady's life plan.
I've gotten over it. I'm probably never having kids. It is what it is. I'm probably going to play video games for the rest of my life. I'm probably going to be as hot for as long as I can. And I'm probably going to keep making money in the best ways I can, which is like doing commercials and shows. Like that's probably what's going to happen for the next like 40 years until I die. And I think people are just going to keep being mad at me about it. It is what it is. I don't know, man. I don't know.
So, real simple. Won't have kids. Going to play video games, be hot, make money. That is the goal here. Very simple. Let's start with you ladies. Wicked, you first. Your thoughts on her life plan? Do you think she's got it all figured out?
No, not at all. I think when the time comes that she's, losing her looks, that she's going to be kind of lonely because it seems like she probably isn't going to get married either, possibly. She didn't say that. But, I mean, if people don't want kids, it's fine. Some people can't have kids, so I don't bash that, really. But saying it because, like, I want to stay hot, so I'm not going to have kids. Okay, well, good luck with, your life when you get older and you're wishing that you did have kids and it's too late.
I like that she said
Blabs?
40 years. Good luck.
Yeah,
right.
that's
more
wild.
like
Yeah, right?
7 to 10 max.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Going hard.
Man.
Yeah.
Blabs, what are your thoughts on her life plan?
I mean, I don't really care one way or another what she wants to do with her own life, right? It's her life, so she doesn't want to have kids. Whatever, I don't care. Maybe she'll be a terrible mom, so in the end it'll work out for her. But doing the whole streaming thing for 40 years, banking on her level of hotness, like, unless she has a great plastic surgeon, I don't really see how that's gonna work, because time is a thing, so...
Catches up on you.
Yeah. You're right there, Craig.
Verbal riot. Your thoughts? Yeah. I'm just thinking. Just think about
40,
this.
I think 40 years is crazy work, man. Like, I'm sorry, but there is a such thing as the wall, and everybody hits it at some point, right? There was a time when my hair was completely black, so time comes for you, okay? Her plan is flawed, and now don't get me wrong. I think, ladies, indulge me for a minute. When you're using your looks, okay, especially if you do like OnlyFans or Twitch, whatever, your goal shouldn't be, how many subscribers you get. What you want is the perfect simp, right? You want that perfect simp who's going to support you day in, day out, rain, sunshine. That simp will be there for you. And if you're lucky, you have maybe 5 or 6 good simps, right? And everybody else is just a subscriber. Now, if that's her goal, if her goal is to have, a couple of good, perfect simps, she'll probably live comfortably, right? She won't be rich, but she'll live okay. She'll pay her rent. But again, it's you only got so much time to be hot. You really do. Even with surgery, you only got so much time. Look at these old women who are doing this crazy work on themselves. They look
Kate
like
Beckinsale?
monsters. Okay, I'm sorry, but they don't look good. They don't look good. Plastic surgery can't do that much for you. Filters can't do that much for you. So she needs a better plan than this.
I don't think she really understands how sad that her life plan sounds to most people. As like, I got to be honest, like, I don't see her sitting down and playing the newest Call of Duty when she's 52 years old.
Right.
You know, like, it all sounds good until it's put into practice, and you're like, oh man, I can't wait for the new Elden Ring DLC. You know, oh, by the way, all my friends have, kids graduating high school, whatever, going through, and like, it's such a what she described is such a shallow version of life, right? And I say this all the time when it comes to kids in particular, like, your life truly doesn't begin until you have like a companion or kids. Because up until that point, your life is pretty much entirely about you. And then you learn that it's not about you anymore. And yes, you get removed from things like Call of Duty or Elden Ring or whatever. But you will trade that because it's very much worth the trade. It's worth, giving your time to your wife or your kids or whatever. And you get more value out of those things. And I honestly feel sad for her, and she doesn't care. She's gonna, take it to the bank or whatever it may be. But just it's rough to hear, and that's a mentality that you see from from these young women who are streaming online, who have money coming in. They're like, oh, I'm killing it right now. I'm making this money, and in their mind, it will never end. But right, you're right, man. They're gonna hit a wall, and they're gonna hit it hard, and all of a sudden, those whales, those mega simps, they may disappear and go on to the new hot thing, So
the best experience I've had in my life is knowing like 3 or 4 friends who were like anti-marriage, we're never going to have kids, never. And then one day they woke up and they did. They wound up actually having a family, stuff like that. The difference that you could see on them, like suddenly they were just a better version of themselves. They were happier all the time. Even when it was stressful, you could see that their life had meaning, like actual tangible meaning. And they became such better people and better friends than the miserable failures that they were before that. So it's always interesting to see, even the people who've said, I'll never do it, just how much that when that does come into, when you're blessed with that in your life, just how much better your life becomes. It's been fascinating to watch.
That's a good point. I've got the same thing with certain friends. Like, we all know that party girl that was just wild, and then now is a mom and is all about like the soccer stuff and just looks better, healthier. And I think everybody knows somebody like that.
Yeah, 1000%. And like I said, I know that kids aren't for everybody, right? But I do think that it's important to possibly, I don't know, live for somebody more than yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's what you're seeing here with Valkyrae. But hey, good luck for her. Go get it, lady. Go get your bag, and hopefully those looks hold on.
Now, maybe I'm a little ignorant when it comes to this topic, but I always thought, or at least maybe I hoped, that a lot of these girls do this as a means to an end, right? Like, they're taking advantage of their hotness now, but they're applying it to something else. And I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about strippers and anything else, but I just assume that girls who did like streaming understood their time is limited. So they're taking advantage of it, saving money, and they're going to apply it somewhere else. But maybe I'm thinking like way too positive about this whole situation.
Right. Maybe. Well, I guess we'll see what happens with her. The chat's saying she's like 33 years old. So
oh, dude, no, she has no time.
Yeah. Gravity is coming,
me?
friend. Yeah.
I thought this girl was like in her 20s.
She was born in 1992. She's 33.
33 years old. There we go. Yeah. Well, time is short here on this ethereal plane that we call Earth. So, yes. Hello, I'm Craig. Hit the subscribe button.